Hello, callers, and welcome back to Viva Basta. Welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We start with this report claiming that manager Xavi remains insistent on signing the 60 million euro rated midfielder Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad to replace Busquets at Barca. We are going to be discussing on that as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about this midfield sensation who plays for Rennes in France, as Barcelona are reportedly being rivaled by PSG and also Newcastle United in the pursuit of Desirè Doue. We are also going to be discussing on that transfer news. So guys, as we get right into the full stories, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Don't forget to like the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With Barcelona in the market for a new pivot midfielder to replace the departing club captain, Sergio Busquets, several names have been linked as prospective targets. But one player who manager Xavi Hernandez really wants and continues to be fixated on is Martin Zubimendi of Real Sociedad. It has been previously reported that the Barca legend sees the La Real ace as the ideal man to take the pivot position. However, the midfielder's massive 60 million euro rated clause and his reluctance to leave the Basque outfit make his signing nearly impossible. Despite that, Ferran Martinez of Mundo Deportivo is reporting that Xavi continues to insist on the signing of Zubimendi, even though he is well aware of the complications, involved in the pursuit of the Real Sociedad ace. This development comes after the Blaugrana have pretty much ruled out the signing of another of their target in Joshua Kimmich from Bayern Munich. Xavi wants Barcelona to go after Zubimendi despite the recent statements made by the player where he admitted that he is more excited about wearing Illarramendi's number 4 than Busquets' number 5. The statements made by Zubimendi have not changed anything with regard to the opinion of him at Barcelona. Instead, the technical staff believe that it is a sign of respect that the 24-year-old has at his club, and they are hoping to try and please Xavi by getting the signing across the line. However, Real Sociedad are pretty relaxed about the situation as they believe Zubimendi does not wish to leave the club. Furthermore, their manager Emmanuel Aluzil firmly believes that the midfielder will remain a part of his squad next season. So it remains to be seen whether Barcelona are successful in changing the player's mind or Real Sociedad stands in the coming weeks and engineer a transfer. For the longest time, we have been talking about Martin Zubimendi, and as if the move was impossible because reports these past few days were saying that Zubimendi's move have been ruled out. But now talking about Xavi still pushing and pushing, still dying for the player to come. Personally for me, I don't see it changing anything about the player's decision. Countless number of times Zubimendi have been saying he does not want to leave. He still has a lot to do at Real Sociedad. No matter that Barca is a big club in Spain, that does not see him in any way. And also when he made the statement of taking over Illarramendi's shirt rather than taking over Busquets' shirt. Of course, this came as a big blow to many Barca fans, but Barca, according to this new report, does not see it as a big deal. The statement is not a big deal. It's just a sign of showing respect to his club, like any other club would do, to show respect, even if you are happy or even if you like another club somewhere, but the club you play for, you must at least show respect. And Barcelona are still pushing so hard for Zubimendi. Of course, we know that Zubimendi will be very difficult to sign. He is rated at 60 million euro, and Sociedad have refused to even negotiate with Barca. Barca have been pushing for negotiations with the club, but the club continue to refuse. And what can Barca do now? Because honestly, the only thing they can do is to pay that release clause, and only if the player agrees to leave. And paying the release clause, which means Sociedad have no power to say anything. But now the fact is, the player himself does not even want to leave from the look of things. And of course, 60 million euro, Barca are saying that is too much for the player. So what should Barca do? I don't see any hope. You know, Xavi have tried all kinds of players and he can't even succeed in any of them. I've been talking about pivot. Players like Sofyan Amrabat, for me, I think he looks more as a reality. He looks more realistic as an option because he's far cheaper than Zubimendi, and the player, unlike Zubimendi, he wants to join Barca. Sofyan Amrabat is really dying to join Barca. It's no secret, he really wants to join. So it's the club now that is just keeping him. But from the look of things, if Barca fail to get their top priorities or their wish list, in that pivot position, you might guess that Sofyan Amrabat might be the chosen one. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Barca are keeping close tabs on this young talent with potential across the globe, which has led them to the signing of this Senegalese defender Mikhail Faye, while they maintain strong interest in Brazilian talents like Vitor Roque and Ryan Vitor. Another young prospect that has seemingly registered on the radars for Barca, as reported by Sport, is this Rennes midfielder Desirè Doue. However, Barca are not alone in his pursuit, as Newcastle and PSG are also keeping close tabs on him. Doue came through the ranks of Rennes and enjoyed his breakthrough campaign last time out under Bruno Genesio. The 18-year-old attacking midfielder finished the season with 34 appearances across all competitions, in which he netted 4 goals and set up 1 more. Doue played his part in helping Rennes securing top 4 finish in the league and European football next season. As a result, even though his involvement did decrease a bit towards the back end of the season. Nevertheless, the midfielder, whose market value stands at 15 million euros, has managed to alert several top clubs across Europe, including Barca. The Blaugrana are on the lookout for a midfield player who can provide goals and creativity so that they can address the over-reliance on Pedri, Ilkay Gundogan and Manchester City remains their main priority, but adding a young talent like Doué to the roster would be a shrewd move. However, Barca would have to stave off competition from PSG as well as Newcastle United, who are in particularly pressing so hard for the teenager's signing. Indeed, a young stars agent, Michael Sylvester, admitted to have initial contacts with the Magpies in early 2023, and even though his contract with the Rennes run till 2025, an exit is not ruled out at this point. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.